Superhits 93.5 Red FM पर thank you so much for joining us. So, I was talking about this on the show a while back. I have a very special person joining me in the studio today. His story went popular, went viral through LinkedIn overnight. Mr. Pataabi Raman, thank you so much for joining me on the Chumma show today.
You are welcome, sir.
It's so good to have you here. You ride an auto in Bangalore, sir. Where exactly, what is your route? I mean, as an auto driver, probably you will have to go all around Bangalore, but where can people see you or find you ever?
I'm living in Batua, Kadugodi, on the way to Hoskote and Whitefield roads. So from there, I don't get the passenger from there. So I used to come to the city. Coming city only, usually I start my
start your rides and
rides and all.
Okay, Nikita Iyer, a journalist, she wrote his story on LinkedIn where she talked about the fact that she met a very pleasant gentleman, a 74-year-old person, if I'm not wrong, sir.
Yeah, sure.
Yes,
sure.
And he has been an English professor. He's taught in colleges in Mumbai, and here in Bangalore, he is riding an auto for about how many years now, sir?
Since 14 years, sir.
Since 14 years. Will you tell us and tell our viewers and listeners as well a little bit about your story of how you were an English professor, and then why did you decide to start riding an auto?
Actually, I was brought up in Bangalore itself. Even I studied in Mysore and as well as Mandya. And I tried my level best, all about 4 to 5, 6 years. I tried my level best to find a suitable job over here. I could not get. Even so many interviews I attended, and every interviews they were observing my testimonials. They were telling, okay sir, very good sir, everything is okay. But finally they were asking one question, which caste do you belong? So the moment on itself, if I say I belong to a Brahmins community, oh, very sorry sir, we shall let you know little later. Because they were thinking Brahmins is a forward community. Actually, economically we were quite backward. But still they were thinking, generally people they used to think Brahmins means they were the forward community. So that is why they were pulling our leg. So that's why I made up my mind to shift to Mumbai. Within 15 days only, I found a suitable job. They asked me for interview, and even in the interview, they observed my certificates. By observing the certificates, they never asked a question. Simply they said, sir, they did not ask even, so you studied and right from beginning to ending in Kannada itself, Kannada language only, which language you can speak over here, and moreover, what you can teach. Because at that time my English, it was quite poor enough, and again I studied everything in Kannada itself, So that is why my English language, it was absolutely nil. In such a condition, even they did not ask any question. Simply they said, from Monday onwards come and report your duty, sir.
So did you learn English throughout the course of your teaching career?
Afterwards, after reaching Mumbai, I felt a little bit difficult for me because communication with the English language, it is not possible for me. So that is why I went for a tuition and I studied only grammar by doing some direct indirect speeches. That helped me a lot.
Oh, this is such a great story. So after that, you started teaching English in that particular college?
Yeah.
Okay, and how long did you teach at that college in
About
Powai, right?
20 years I worked over there.
20 years you worked, okay. And after that, you decided to come back to Bangalore because...
Actually, I got retirement. In the 2006, I got retirement. After retirement, I could find no job over there. Again, I came back to Bangalore. Even in Bangalore also, I tried my level best to find even private institution also. Everywhere I go, nowhere I got a chance. So that is why I made up my mind to be independent, not to depend on any others. I become the Raja of my own.
I mean, this is such a great story, such an inspiring story. I want to ask you this question. I was reading Nikita Iyer's LinkedIn post,
sure.
Which she posted, where she narrated her story about you. She said that she was worried, she was standing somewhere, and she said that she was surprised why you stopped and you asked her. And then you decided to take her, and you did not even fix the price.
Yeah.
Which I have to tell you, sir, which is very unlike other auto drivers. Otherwise, if an auto driver helps us or decides to help us, they more often than not, they would generally tell us an exorbitant amount.
Sure.
If the price is 150,
correct.
they would go for 450, which I understand. I understand where they're coming from as well. But how did you decide not to even talk about money?
It is my nature, sir. Service to the man, service to the God. I like that. I am following that. I saw this with so many other auto, when Nikita, she was standing over there, so many auto drivers, she inquired with so many auto drivers. None of them, they were ready to take her. In the meanwhile, I reached over there. I saw her face, it was a little bit panic. So by observing that, just I was yet to ask her, what is the problem? Why? So she did not ask, and she did not tell anything. Simply I asked her, where do you want to go, madam? So she said, I have to go this much, this area I have to reach. So at that time, okay, just you come in. So how much amount is to be given? Whatever the amount you give, I don't mind, sir, madam. Just you get inside, I shall take you there.
Very nice, sir. There are very few people like you, and when we meet people like you, it's kind of a a lesson to all of us. Tell me something, sir. Now I have to ask you this because you are an auto driver. Are you? And I think I read somewhere you are somebody who goes by the meter itself.
Yeah.
Yes, you don't. You're not in the habit of asking 2.5 and this.
No, not like that. And the moment only the person will ask. So the meter will come about 75 rupees. So how can you ask? So I did not ask anything. Whatever you want to pay, give. Nothing to worry. In case if you are giving little more than the meter, it's more welcome.
It is, of course. Now, a lot of people in Bangalore, they have a lot of complaints about auto drivers. The problem with that is auto drivers are not there present on Twitter or, on Instagram or social media to explain their point of view. Which is why I want to ask you this question. When auto drivers charge a lot more, right before the interview, there in our bay, we were talking about the fact that the gas prices have increased so much.
Sure.
And still, so can you explain that to people who are listening in? How much is the gas price? How much was it earlier? And, if these different ride-sharing companies, how much benefit do you guys even get?
Yeah. What is to say, earlier, about some 12 to 13 years, 14 years back, the gas rate, it was hardly 25 to 30 rupees. At that time, the meter also, it is fixed for 25 rupees minimum. Now, periodically, the gas rate, it is changed. Earlier, it has become to 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, even 72 rupees also it reached. Now it has reached to 65. Now from 1st onwards, they are going to increase 10 rupees per litre. So 65 plus 10, 75 rupees it would come.
And
again, the meter also, it is as it is.
Yeah, the meter only changed about 5 rupees.
Only 5 rupees. Horrible. What is the use? Even we don't count it even. 5 rupees, it is nowhere it is helpful. Even to drink a cup of coffee, we have to pay 15 rupees per coffee or tea. So, but increasing 5 rupees, what is the use?
How many hours do you ride an auto for?
Right from 8:30, 9 o'clock, from till 9:30, 10 o'clock.
So 12 hours.
12 hours.
Do you actually take a Sunday off? Do you manage to take any day of the week off?
No, sir.
7 days of the week.
24 into 7, like that.
But one more thing is, you also keep yourself, you look so fit at your age. How do you keep yourself fit? Don't you have back pain issues riding auto for 12 hours?
Never, sir.
So what do you do, sir, to keep yourself fit?
Because I never use with non-veg. That is the reason, sir. If I take non-veg, automatically I would be the victim of many more diseases. And I never touch non-veg. Even eggs also I don't eat.
RJ Tuhin, the guy you met, he does our evening show K935. He had a very nice question to ask you. He said, Shaayan, please do ask him. I said, okay. His question is, so as an auto driver, not everybody would know that you are somebody who was an English professor.
Yes.
And when somebody is there in the auto who is talking in absolutely wrong English, do you feel the urge of correcting that person? Have you ever corrected somebody?
It is none of my business, sir. It is not fair.
But it's that urge is there. No,
so
this is wrong.
Sometimes, we too speak because errors are human. That we commit errors. Even while talking also, I used to meet double past tense I used to use. You might have observed. We are not supposed to use double past tense. But still, sometime I used to use. That is not the thing I come particularly, purposely I am doing this. By speed, with the speed I commit.
In terms of talk, just in terms of talking, yeah, we all make these
And
mistakes.
you are speaking such a good English, and again so theoretical, without any grammar mistake you are talking.
Aye,
so
sir.
that is very important.
Thank you so much. Okay, so for people listening in, if you ever want to be in the auto, Mr. Pataabi Raman.
Yes, sir.
He stays somewhere near Kadugodi, and around 8:30 to 9 o'clock in the morning, that's when he starts his auto driving. So in case you're very lucky, maybe we'll get to spot him. Tell him that you heard him on radio, or tell him that you've seen him on Red FM Facebook page, and he's a thorough gentleman. He will definitely take you wherever you want. He's not somebody who cancels. Sir, 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, it's so difficult to get autos from these ride-sharing apps.
Yeah.
So many people will accept and they'll cancel.
It is the peak hours.
I don't know, sir. So many people cancel the ride so many times.
Because if the economic, that is the business, you know. That is the business. Whenever, when in case if they are getting a good this thing, so then they don't cancel it. If there is a shortage in the money, so automatically they will cancel.
One more question I forgot to ask you. Are you somebody who prefers cash payments or online payments is okay?
Both are okay
with you.
Both are okay.
Lovely, sir.
Even
You're
today also I got
model
no.
auto driver of Bangalore, sir. You are. So before you go, is there anything you want to tell the people of Bangalore? Is there anything you want to tell?
Fuel rate also, it is keep on increasing day to day, and that nobody is bothering. Even if the public also, if they are not bothering with us, so where can we go? We cannot stop, even not a day we can stop the vehicle, because majority of them, 10% we can say, 10% of the people, they are below economic condition. Their condition is very less.
So for people out there in the city who are probably traveling right now, who would be listening to us on radio, if you are watching us on Facebook or on Instagram, wherever you're watching this video on, and you have a lot of complaints about auto drivers, you also have to know their story. A fascinating story, sir. Thank you so much for making your presence felt in the studio. Thank you so much to people who are watching us or hearing us on radio. Also, thank you so much to Nikita Iyer for introducing us to Mr. Pataabi Raman. I'm hoping we will see more and more of him in the days to come. Thank you so much, sir. You have a great story, and it's such a great pleasure to meet you.
Thank you, sir. So, thank you. Welcome.
For best entertainment, subscribe to Red FM Bengaluru page. For more updates, press the bell icon.